Hello everybody. Today's video I'm doing a basic video on how to cut out sheetrock. Large areas like this is a 4 by 3 foot area that I'm using a Sawzall to cut out with. Smaller patches I don't use Sawzalls. Larger areas I do use a Sawzall. You could use electric or a cordless Sawzall. The technique with the Sawzall is you have to cut the area. You're going to have to use a pencil and a level. Mark your area that you're going to cut out. Always keep your cutouts nice and square and right on the money. You don't want to have it go off course, and it creates more work installing new sheetrock. With that said, I take the Sawzall and I just follow the line. Notice how I'm not pressing the Sawzall blade all the way in the ceiling. The reason I'm doing this is because I don't know what's underneath the ceiling. You can have pipes, wires, anything can be up there. So when we do use the Sawzall blade, we just try to puncture it 1/2 inch to 5/8 because that's the thickness of sheetrock. 1/2 inch sheetrock or 5/8. You don't need to put the thing in there 1 inch, 3 inches because like I said, you don't want to hit anything in the ceiling. What we do is just glide over it. It does jump around, so you want to keep steady control of the Sawzall when you follow the line. If you don't puncture the sheetrock all the way, that's fine because you can follow it through with a razor blade. Once you get the area all scored out, then you can just pull the old sheetrock out and clean it up. This job, it was water damage, so the homeowner asked me to come open it up so he can take care of the leak. He thinks it's either a leaking pipe above or the roof, so I'm just cutting out the damaged area so he can remediate and get the area ready for new sheetrock when I come back. So I'm just pulling out all the old screws, all the old nails in the framing, making sure the drywall cutout's nice and square. I'm going to take my measurements of the sheetrock I need, so when I come back to this job I already have the cut piece of sheetrock ready, so I just have to add framing and bring the new sheetrock and I'm ready to go. Pull all your screws out, make sure everything's nice and clean. You always want to do a clean demo job. Simple job like this, you just want to keep it clean and nice. All your demo that you cut out, just roll it up on the plastic on the floor and just trash it in a bag. I'm pulling all the nails out. On the outside edge of the sheetrock, I'm also going to add a couple screws to tighten it up. And while you're in here, you can also add new framing, or you can just wait until you're ready for the sheetrock process. The homeowner is going to get the framing all treated, do everything he needs to do, remediation, whatever he needs to do, and then I'll come back. But I just want to do a simple job on how to use a Sawzall. Like I said, be very careful with the Sawzall. If you don't have a Sawzall, that's fine. You can use a razor blade or a hand keyhole saw to cut it out, or even a hand saw, maybe even a Dremel drill. But the reason I use a Sawzall, it's a larger area, so for me to do a keyhole saw, it takes a lot of energy, and after sawing 4-foot section, you start getting tired, so it's easier to use bigger tools when you got them. You just want to make sure you don't put that blade all the way in the ceiling. That's why I showed the video. Just Sawzall it just enough to cut the sheetrock or score the sheetrock 1/2 inch. Hope this video is helpful.